We're both predicting to be a very good game.
It should be. Of course, Porto, the onus is on them to try and come out here and at least get one goal and to keep this tie alive for Inter Milan. I think it's just, I think they can't sit back too early on. I mean, they've shown good sort of spirit early on to get down that left-hand side and put a good cross in, but it's going to be a difficult one for them. Porto are very good at home as a shot comes in from distance and that whistles past the right post there. Well, that was some effort. That was a good, I'm going to say around 30 yards out there, and Andre Onana, he was not sure if this was going inside his post or outside of it. Oh, that whistles past. It's from the number 8 there for Mateus Uribe. That is a hell of a hit.
It's a wonderful camera angle we got there as well, wasn't it? Like you say, the goalkeeper scrambling, and it would have been a bit of bother, you feel, if that had been on target. If Porto want an omen, they won 2-0 the last time Inter went to the dugout. However, that was back in 2005. Marco Materazzi own goal, Benny McCarthy on target as the ball comes in from Sanusi, the left back. It's away initially by Anana, then it's looped back in. Reunion International Anana then smashes it out. It's unfamiliar and unorthodox goalkeeping, but it's effective nonetheless. And all the way back to his opposite number, Diogo Costa. We'll keep you up to date with things elsewhere. The other Champions League match tonight is Manchester City RB Leipzig. That was nicely balanced as well. 1-1 after the first leg. 3.5 gone in this one. Still goalless. Tube Studio commentary as Cardozo moves it down the line. Sanusi stayed on the right-hand side. I'm guessing he's swapped over with Pepe Aquino, having taken that corner kick. Simone Inzaghi's not too impressed. He wasn't too impressed at the first leg either. He received a yellow card, as did Sergio Conceição. So both of them are in a bizarre situation where another caution would see them miss the first leg of a potential quarter-final. The same can be said for Pepe Aquino, the right back for Porto, and Lautaro Martinez, Federico Di Marco and Alessandro Bastoni for Inter Milan. Federico Acerbi, the Italian international, his teammate Bastoni, who plays a good ball down the line to Di Marco, beat it to the byline towards the near post. He was just off balance. Cardozo's marked that front post well so far in this game. Here's his lines out for a throw. Di Marco will be the man to take it. Simone Inzaghi waits on the touchline. Former Lazio teammate Conceição, he's pondering too, but there's a real worry here early on for the host. It looks like Evan Nielsen to me. He's down. He went to block Bastoni's clearance. Whether Bastoni touched him, I don't know, or he was overstretching, who knows. But it looks a bit of bother, and they're sending some subs out to warm up.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good. I mean, the referee went over and sort of said, you know, basically, can you get up, or do you need help? And he sort of was waving his arm around when he was lying on the floor. Well, and when we're going to see replays then of the brilliant shot that came in then from Mateus Uribe there. It was a good save in the end from Onana, who got a little fingertip to it. But yeah, there is a worry if Evan Nielsen goes off. You'd say something, is it just a jar of the leg? Well, I think we're going to see the replays of now what potentially happened. So he tries to block it, and does he just tweak his knee wrong there?
Yeah, or does Bastoni maybe catch him on the follow through? That was when you're a youngster playing football. That was, don't hang your foot in because it will get kicked off, wasn't it? He didn't commit to the challenge, and I think he may have got caught because he both pulled. He didn't go through towards. He kind of pulled up, didn't he? And I think it's either a muscular or it might have just been kicked because he didn't commit to it. There's nothing going on, but Simone Inzaghi is still finding something to be unhappy about. I think he's looking for a bit of movement and a bit of communication with his players. Like you say, James, it was a good save by Nana in the end. Still, Evan Nielsen receives treatment. Serbi's now gone across to speak to referee Marciniak. And well, Daniel Oda, the former Reading man, Danny Namoso as he is now, he played at the weekend. He's one of those who's been sent to warm up, the 22-year-old. So it'll be exciting to see him. And well, Evan Nielsen's got strapping around his left hamstring slash thigh, hasn't he? And he doesn't look anything that's going to hold much together, so it'll be certainly something to keep an eye on. As back underway, Damian plays it into Dumfries, sold him a bit short, and Dado Sanusi just skipped in there, made a decent challenge, the Nigerian. I'm not convinced by the bandage they've put on Evan Nielsen there. It's not some, if you've pulled your, for the length of time he was down, it's not going to keep him on.
No, it's just one where they're hoping a temporary measure, and he runs it off, and it's not as bad as they first feared. But I mean, if it is, then he's only probably going to last another 5 minutes, isn't he? Until he has to do a little dart or acceleration and try and chase after a ball down the line. But it's Inter at the minute that have sort of not got themselves in the ascendancy, but in a good position.
Yes, throwing level with the 18-yard line. Dumfries doesn't really beat the first man. He'll get it back from Calhanoglu. It wasn't a sympathetic ball though, and the Dutchman can't keep it in. Calhanoglu, one of those to come back into the side. Marcelo Brozovic-Trava is on the bench. He's a pretty talented bench as well, with Lukaku, Milan Skriniar back in the picture, Joaquin Correa, Roberto Gagliardini, who's linked with Nottingham Forest in January, Stefan de Vrij as well, so plenty of experience for Inter. And we'll see a few of those as the game goes on. Otavio there, the man banned for this game after picking up 2 yellow cards. Can only watch on. Frustration for him as Dumfries has another throw. Of course, both of these sides aiming to get to June's final in Istanbul. As well, we've got a rare thing there, a foul throw given against Denzel Dumfries, and it'll be a turnover. Porto ball.
I mean, it's dreadful, isn't it? I mean, the referee's trying to say to him, just throw it properly next time. But it has been a bit stop-start, this, hasn't it, with the injury there. And neither side's really got themselves dominating in this match. I mean, you mentioned the bench there. I was looking at it before. I mean, it's Football Manager-esque, isn't it? Because you've got so many well-known names on there that probably on big wages at Inter as well, but maybe not cutting the mustard with the manager as things stand. But he's certainly got a bench you can look at if he needs to try and change things up a little bit.
Yeah, interesting Porto bench. They've got some names you may have heard of. Tony Martinez, who had a brief spell at West Ham, also played at Valencia for a while. Wendell, who was really, really good at Bayer Leverkusen. I think a bit of a surprise that he moved maybe backwards to Porto and can't get in their team, as the man who keeping out of that team is Sinisi. He gets it away. There's a Porto man down, but well, Pepe Aguinho went down far too easily, and Acerbi can now break for Inter down the left-hand side. In fact, it's Bastoni, isn't it? He hands it off to Edin Dzeko. Central ball's a poor ball, looking for Calhanoglu. Maybe caught in 2 minds. Darban and Barella also looking to pick it up at the back post. It wasn't to be, and Galeno's done really well going down the left-hand side. Outnumbered in the end. Calhanoglu then fouls a very poor ball again to Barella. They've not quite got the radar on at the moment, the Inter players. Their distribution's been poor. Good play by Grujic in the middle of the park. Former Liverpool man, of course. Now Uribe, who had that great effort early on. Pepe Aguinho's up after taking that knock from that run. Eustaquio, the Canadian, does well. Searching ball towards the near post, away by Damian. And then, well, Bastoni tries to clear his lines. He's up in the air. It's really frantic at the moment. Dzeko's gone down. Not quite sure about that one. To be fair, Cardozo had his hand up, but he wasn't playing the man or the ball with it. He won the header, and a bit of a tough one. We're going to see Aguinho's little run, and no, that's never going to be a free kick there. He doesn't even go down on it under his own steam there. He was so poor, he just kind of fell over as wasted free kick by Inter Milan, straight to Diogo Costa. Still goalless as Zaidu Senesi brings it forward. Number 12 on his back, smashes into Mehdi Taremi, who takes control at the second time of asking, scored at the weekend, so he's in good form, the Iranian. He's got 20 goals for the season so far, and seems to be winning the duel for the starting row of Tony Martinez. They're very flexible, Porto. They play 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, often play 4-4-2 under Sergio Conceição as well. So happy to mix things up. It's wide to Uribe now. Down the line to Zanesi, who skips past Dumfries. Damian, an orthodox tackle, but a really good one because it meant he could pass it inside to Dumfries, who cleverly plays it off of Grujic in the middle of the park. It's got a good feel to it, this game, hasn't it? Just not quite settled down.
No, not settled down. It's a frantic feel. I mean, some of the passes from the midfielders especially have not been that kind to their teammates. You know, you mentioned Mkhitaryan with a couple, and it's sort of not sticking with them as well when they're sort of pinging it around. But it's opened this up really for someone in the middle, you know, like Uribe, Grujic, someone just to take hold of the ball and be that playmaker. For Inter, I mean, you're looking at a Mkhitaryan or a Calhanoglu, someone like that to get involved. But I mean, at the start of the game, I looked at the pitch and I thought it was going to be a horrendous match because it looks awful, the pitch, but it's actually rolling pretty true. But there's just splotches all over it.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? It's like a golf club when the
Like
greens have got the fungus on them.
Yeah.
So they had to put weed killer on. It is quite strange, isn't it? A number of different shades of green, but seems to be rolling true, like you say, James. Bastoni, forward ball to Zeko, flicked on in front of him, and then by Cardozo back to Diogo Costa, then play it straight out to Wendell. Grujic, safety first, back to the skipper. Marcano's coming to the side this evening, replacing Pepe, now 40 years old. And Diogo Costa played for Portugal at the World Cup. Costa clears his lines. Reminder, tomorrow 2 more games, of course, in the Champions League. At Napoli against Eintracht Frankfurt, 2-0 to the Neapolitans from the first leg. And Real Madrid, of course, leading 5-2 as they prepare to host Liverpool at the Bernabeu, both available on this service. At long clearance by Costa, bit of a wrestling match between Acerbi and Evan Nilsson, who seems to be okay after going down early on. Acerbi claims he was caught on the head. Referee Marciniak is not too sure. He looks fine there, the 35-year-old. Bounces through to Anano, knocks it long. You get the feeling both teams have set out almost to play a bit of a long ball game. There's been a lot of straight balls down the middle. They obviously feel they can catch the respective defences out.
Yeah, I mean, with the wing backs for Inter, you understand it a bit more Porto, but they need the service to be better. They need the wide men to you know, get chalk on the boots to say, and just get some good diagonal balls over the top into the channels. For Inter, not understanding it that much because Porto look quite good and structured in their formation, but I thought they'd be passing it around through the lines a bit more because they've got the extra midfielder in there. You thought that they'd try and utilise that advantage, but they've not done it so far.
No, they haven't. Marcano has it for Porto, strokes it down the line to Senesi. There's a foul there on Galeno by Dumfries, who is, you would say, you mentioned the wing backs, he's losing the battle at the moment, isn't he? He's the one being pinned back by Galeno. He's almost playing as a right back, Dumfries, so that they can be quite defensive. It can be a 5-3-2 for Inter at times. Grujic has it in space in the middle of the park. No real pressure on the ball. Zeko and Lautaro Martinez happy to let the ball go. Just trying to squeeze it through there. Pepe Aguinho to Evan Nilsson. It was going to have to be a perfectly measured ball, but it certainly wasn't. Out for a goal kick.
Yeah, disappointing. That was just forcing it too much. That was when they actually knocked the ball around quite nicely, but straight out with their feet from Pepe, and then just tried to thread it through the eye of a needle there, and it just wasn't really on. It had to be absolutely perfect, the pass, and even if it was, I think it would have been hard to make something out of it.
Yeah, a bit too strong there. Given away in the middle of the park, Mkhitaryan picks it up. He loses it, but then wins it back. It will be a Porto throw there. One of a number of former Manchester United players in the Inter squad, of course, alongside Damian and Lukaku. Rumours that Chris Smalling might be joining them in the summer as well, out of contracts at Roma. He'll be in Europa League action in the week. Against Freiburg, potentially. No, that's Juventus, isn't it? Real Sociedad, yes, as Fabio Cardoso has a bit of a travel forward and loops it into an area. Estiquiao and Evan Nilsson there. It looks like Evan Nilsson's actually tucking in now and playing as a 2 alongside Taremi, who did say they could be quite flexible, Porto. Given away though, and now Calhanoglu breaks past his man down the left-hand side. Was he fouled? Referee Marciniak says no. Calhanoglu looked like he went down under his own momentum there, almost as if he was sliding as he went down, as he hadn't quite worked his weight out as Costa to Grujic. Porto's trying to inject a bit of calm into this game. Second in the Primera Liga. Same can be said for Inter in Serie A. There's a bit of a naughty challenge by Barella on Uribe. There's no stranger to such things himself. He gets up. The advantage was played. Marcano visited out to Senesi. He thought about going forward, but the Nigerian Zaidu Senesi went back to Ivan Marcano, and well, I suppose this is where Inter Milan's formation sets up nicely for them. There's no real outball for Porto. They're having to go long, like on that occasion, and Denzel Dumfries is 6'2", 6'3", maybe. Could probably play centre half if they needed him to, and we'll gobble those ones up all day against Zaidu Senesi. He's probably only about 5'10".
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, I think Dumfries could be more of a centre-back. I'd probably prefer him as a centre-back, to be honest. You know, like you said, with the extra height and the physicality that he has. But, I mean, at the minute, you've got to give credit to Inter, because, you know, they're just sort of sitting in when Porto are knocking the ball around, and they're just frustrating them a little bit. They're forcing Porto, like we saw a few minutes ago, just to try and, you know, just play the ball down the channels, you know, try and pick out a perfect pass, and once again they've just done it there. This time it's sort of a floaty ball over the top, way too much on it. It's easy for the Inter defence just to watch that one bounce and marshal it to the goalkeeper. So at the minute it's a bit frustrating for Porto, and it's job done for Inter. He said the home side, the onus is on them. They're the ones that have got to create, and they're the ones that have to score a goal.
Yeah, both of these sides, of course, multiple winners of this competition, 87 and 2004 for Porto. Eustachio goes for goal. I think he just tried to catch Onana out. He opened up his body as if he was going to go towards the far corner, went towards the near post, and it dragged his effort somewhat.
He did. I mean, I was pointing to the right because there was a teammate there for Porto who had just pulled away, and he was in a much better position to take the ball, get it out with the feet, and then, you know, he could go right, left. It's harder for Onana. I think he read where Eustachio was trying to go there. He was going for the near post, trying to catch him out. But, I mean, all that really came from was a bit of pressing from Porto high up the pitch. They weren't allowing Inter to play it out from the back. 64, 65 and 2010 for Inter winning this competition. Have been a bit quieter in the recent seasons. Well, I was going to say one Portuguese team who haven't been quiet in this competition so far have been Benfica. I watched them last week. Hammer Club Brugge 5-1, 7-1 on aggregate. So the will be done on Friday. Thursday, just over 20 minutes gone. Porto 0, Inter Milan 0, as Zaidu Senesi looks to go forward. Damian and Taremi just collided, neither of them were looking where they were going, and in fact it's going to be a free kick against Damian, who, to be fair to him, did put his hand out in apology. I think it's clumsy play, shall we say, by the former Manchester United man. 33 these days, Damian, but nothing too serious. Very happy to play on Porto with that free kick, go backwards. Marcano, his deflected ball forward is helped inside. Taremi does well to get in above Calhanoglu. Evan Nilsson then gives it away, overplaying as much as anything. Now Inter have got a 3-on-2 out of nothing. Zeko's to Barella's left, Lautaro Martinez to his right. Zeko goes for goal, good save by Diego Costa. However, maybe the ball could have gone the other way. It looked like the ball was the right one to left hand side, but in hindsight, Martinez's pace
may have made it more dangerous.
Yeah, and I think he just had widened the angle a bit more, so he would have had a little bit more time. Dzeko had to get the ball out of his feet quickly, and to be fair, he did that, and it's a good shot, but it's a save that Diogo Costa should be making, which he does. But yeah, on hindsight, you look at it, just a little reverse ball back to the right instead, and you'd feel Martinez would have been in a better position.
Yes, as Bastoni prepares to wind up for a long throw towards Dimarco and Dzeko at the near post. Pepechino has to be careful there. He almost drew up behind his own goal line, but it will be a goal kick as he plays it off of Bastoni. Himself retreats. Early goal kick, looking to catch it into Milan out. Darmian does well. It drops to Senesi. It's the wrong side of Barella, who does well to put his body in the right position. And Inter back in possession. Maybe that'll bring them to life after a quiet start to the game. Dimarco prods it down at the line. Shall I say Inter ball? No. Last touch came off him, according to the Polish officials. He can't quite believe it. Well, you might probably believe this. Erling Haaland has put Manchester City 1-0 to the good against RB Leipzig from the penalty spot. Scored a penalty at the weekend against Crystal Palace, of course, so his fine run continues. He scored braces 3 times in his Borussia Dortmund career against Leipzig, so he's got a good record against Ballin, and he's on the score sheet again. Goalless in our game. We're just about into the second quarter of it as well. And a perfect time with Porto moving the ball around their back line to hand over to James to take us through to half-time.
Yeah, see if we can maybe get some more goal-mouth action, or any goal-mouth action at the moment. It's all been sort of quite easy for both goalkeepers. I mean, fair to say, Andre Onana had that decent, well, the good save from the long range from Matheus Uribe, and then Dzeko forcing a save out of Diogo Costa, but there's been nothing that's been really sort of from close quarters that the goalkeepers had to do. So see what we can maybe create for you as Porto have it out to the right hand side. It's a little ball now as they try to come forward. Now it's infield then towards Uribe. Uribe then towards the edge of the area tries to play a little 1-2. It's played back into the box but straight into the arms of Onana. As it looks like, is there another goal at the Etihad?
Yeah, and has now scored 4 braces against Leipzig in his career. Erling Haaland, he's got the second by at the looks of it, and for a striker who's not fitting into your formation, he's doing pretty well.
He's not doing badly, is he? He's over 30 goals now across all competitions, I think. He's got to be very, very close to it this season, Haaland. It's been a fantastic debut campaign in the Premier League, and his European form has continued. But now Inter coming forward over halfway, and an opportunity as they're bringing it forward with Mkhitaryan and out towards Dimarco. Dimarco plays the ball into the box, and it's just a little bit too much on it. Only cleared away as far as Darmian. Oh dear me, that's not the greatest effort from him. Sort of flicked the right foot at it. It was actually Barella doing a disservice to Darmian there, but he sort of snatched at it quickly with the right foot on the volley. An easy save in the end, but well, it's certainly still on a knife edge, is this tie. Inter still leading 1-0 on aggregate, but the way things are going, you'd feel it maybe could be a mistake from either side that have allowed the other one in. Have you tallied up that Haaland?
He's on to 7 in the Champions League, so level with Kylian Mbappe, who's obviously been knocked out, but 36 for the season.
Just the 36. That's more than some teams have managed in total. I'm sure both of these sides would like Erling Haaland in their sides. Looking at the top scorers in terms of league-wise, for Porto is Taremi with 13. Then you look at Inter Milan, and it's Lautaro Martinez with 14 in Serie A. And then they're the only 2 in their sides that are in double figures in their domestic campaign. So it shows you that they can maybe do with some more attacking talent. But Porto coming forward down the right, ball into the penalty area. Just a little bit over hit, but giving chase here is Taremi, but that's going to roll out for a throw for Inter, which Dumfries will come over and take. But I don't know, at times it's like the ball is a bouncy ball because it's just pinging off the inside of the foot.
Yeah, it's fizzing about, isn't it? It is a strange game, this. You do feel that it's a dangerous game to play, but you feel that Inter Milan have come to draw 0-0, don't you, the way they've had that counter-attack, but they are more 5-3-2 than 3-5-2, and it's almost, we've kept you out once, Porto, you're going to have to try and get through us again.
Yeah, they're not really sort of committing that many bodies forward. As I say that, they are coming forward now. Ball into the penalty area from deep is flicked away then by the head of the left-back Zaidu then for Porto, out for a throw.
And I suppose that probably kind of is an example of no away goals is there anymore, so Inter almost don't have that extra motivation to go forward and grab one.
Yeah, no, that's very true actually. Yeah, I'm not sure about the no away goals rule, but the officials, the lawmakers that be, have made those decisions. But we're going to see another long throw here from Dumfries from the right-hand side, and it's a huge one into the penalty area. Flicked on by Dzeko, brought down. Oh, there's a little overhead flick kick then from the edge of the box by DiMarco. That was a neat little effort, but easily into the hands of Costa.
Yeah, it was very resourceful, wasn't it, by DiMarco, and almost caught the goalkeeper. There wasn't too much pace on it. Comfortable one in the end, though, but certainly made us too so.
Yeah, flamboyant as Porto have possession on halfway. It's back towards Zaidu now. He goes in field and trying to bring this forward with Grujic out towards the right, and just a little bit sideways at the moment, not making much sort of impact going forward. Again, it's just a short little pass in field then towards Uribe. Haven't seen much of him attacking aspect since he forced that good save from Onana from a long range effort. Inter are just forcing Porto back a little bit now. A low ball over halfway is just kept there by Taremi. Then he tries to flick it out to the left, and that's a really good ball. And there's space in time here now as they're driving forward into the penalty area. Maybe an opportunity. Oh, right foot shot comes in from Taremi. That's a horror. That is an absolute horror from the top goal scorer for them, as I mentioned him before. But he just doesn't get the bend and the whip on that.
Yeah, it wasn't great that from Taremi. He struck it well, but he seems like he almost got his angles wrong there. It was so wide. But, you have to say Porto are certainly the team who've come to play a bit more than Inter Milan, who seem quite happy to try and quieten the game down a bit. They are starting to push maybe the wing backs a bit further forward. Dumfries and DiMarco enjoying a bit more possession, but as you were saying about the ball there, James, Dzeko just totally overruns it under no pressure at all.
Yeah, it's the balance for Inter, isn't it? Because they pushed Dumfries on there, but as they did that, Porto, that's when they had that chance there with Taremi, when it was played out to the left where Dumfries probably would have been. And then he drives into the box, doesn't make the most of it, but I think Porto will be maybe happy to see Inter maybe pushing the likes of Dumfries, and DiMarco has pretty much been playing as a left winger at times in this game, but it's not been so much on this side. But Porto now trying to wrestle the ball forward, but the foul's being given. Dumfries, the man, has just been caught on the ankles, and we've had, 29 minutes of this game. Porto 0, Inter Milan 0. Just some words of wisdom being given by the coaching staff then for Dumfries as he comes over to take this free kick. Will be near it anyways. Now it's played back then towards one of the three centre backs in Acerbi. Now towards the left hand side for DiMarco, just popping the ball around, trying to play it out from inside their own half as things stand. As a crossfield ball, that's a nice one up towards halfway. Now down the right, and Dumfries has got a little bit of room to move into now. He's up against Zaidu on the right corner of the area. Oh dearie me. He kicks the ball down the line, then he falls over, appealing that Zaidu's caught him. That's a shocker from Dumfries, and he should be going in the book for me.
No, well, I want to see a replay before I commit to it, but he does get a bit of a kick actually there, and I think we were both kind of fooled because it was such a poor touch by the Dutchman, and it just looked so bad that it was actually a kick, but whether it warranted him going down was such theatrics, I'm not quite sure. We're seeing the pitch again actually. We're seeing a closer shot of the 6-yard box, which Diego Costa is defending, and it does look like at the golf club when there's been fungus on the greens. There are patches that have just been eaten away.
Yeah, it looks shocking. It's bare, isn't it, in some of the areas. And I mean, if a keeper gets a shot that comes in and hits one of those before it gets towards them, who knows what could happen. But yeah, I mean, the Dumfries thing, I mean, I think sometimes players, if they just reacted normally to a challenge and they sort of they stopped and they put their leg, they rubbed their shin, they might get a free kick, but it's the way they go down.
Both legs skipped up there, didn't it, as if it
been
off
boosted.
His toes, wasn't it? Yeah, exactly. It wasn't a natural fall.
Yeah, so it is football these days. It can be like that. Is Inter battling for possession hard inside their own half. Now there's a play down for Inter on the floor. There is that Barrea, who sort of half rolled over, holding the top of his right foot then, as he just maybe the studs caught them ever so slightly for Mateus Uribe there, but referee was quick to come over and try and calm the situation.
Yes, it didn't look much at first, but the Colombian Uribe there was keen to plead his innocence, suggesting it was a bit more than we thought. Looks like the interplayer's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, it was, nothing comes from the resulting free kick, which played long downfield as Porto defended the lines well, back towards the goalkeeper, Diogo Costa. Now they'll try and play it out from their own defensive third, which they do well at the moment as Marcano brings it forward. That's not a great ball though, and now in to have it back. Oh, that's a dreadful ball as well. I mean, Barea there is saying to Martinez, why have you not made the run into the gap? But to be honest, if he did, I don't think he'd get the ball anyway.
Yeah, it was a heavy ball, wasn't it, by Barea there. It was maybe a bit cheeky, suggesting Martinez could have done better, but you have to say Martinez is the skipper this evening, and we mentioned him earlier when he could have got the ball when it went left rather than to him on the right, but other than that, he's barely featured.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Is Porto win possession on halfway, and they'll come forward now down this left-hand side with Zaidu, tries to play it down the line, but it's an underhit pass as well, read by the defender in Darmian, but well then into nearly give it away from trying to play out from the back, but they have possession now, infield, nice little ball around the corner then, who's sold then was Pepe coming in to try and win it, now DeMarco has it, again just a short pass to his right-hand side, back down the line to DeMarco, he's looking for a bit of support, may have attempted to put the ball into the box, but they just hold on to possession at the moment, just knocking it around as Porto have got everybody now inside their own half trying to defend this attempted attack from the Nerazzurri. Oh, that's a horror ball now as Porto try and come forward. Oh, and then taken out on halfway is Taremi. That's going to be the first yellow card of the game as well, and it's Darmian who's gone in the book. I don't think he'll be happy with his teammates there for giving away possession so easily. I have to say, I don't think there was that much contact, but Taremi made sure the referee knew.
Yeah, and it was one of those where Darmian pretty much had no choice, did he? Because he was in a bit of bother there. The man's gone past him, and it's a shocking ball, though, by Calhanoglu in the middle of the park. And Darmian is not one of those on a yellow card coming into this game, but he has picked up the first caution of the match.
Yeah, let's be careful now. It's maybe an area that Porto will try and look to target now, get at him if they can. It'll be interesting to see how much protection Darmian gets from like of a Serbi, who's the one of the centre halves next to him, and Dumfries down that side as well. But it's with Porto now as they have it with Marcano out towards the right hand side. They'll just play it back towards the goalkeeper Diogo Costa. 34 minutes gone, still 0-0, and still Porto that need to try and find themselves a goal as Uribe plays it around the corner. Now a ball down the line then by Zaidu. Deflects up into the air off Dumfries. Will be a throw and then to the Portuguese outfit. It's patient play at the moment, but I suppose you give credit to Inter, and like you said, it does feel like they have set up for get a draw or just hit Porto on the counter.
It does seem to be their tactics, doesn't it? It's a long ball forward by Zaidu Senesi, bit aimless, I would say. Maybe Porto running out of ideas. They're away at Braga on the weekend. Inter have got Juventus, so they don't want to. Derby dell'Italia, isn't it? So that one, they've got a lot to play for, both of those sides, with the top four battle in Serie A. Quite tight. Roma stretching away, but Inter and Juve are certainly in that mix, and it's almost. They are playing with the handbrake on, but they are coming forward now. Yeah, they are indeed, and maybe an opportunity now with Calhanoglu. He's looking for a little bit of support. Eventually it comes on the overlap with DeMarco. Inside now towards Mkhitaryan. Now a nice ball out towards his right side where Dzeko has it, and now he tries to play it into the box, takes a deflection. It sort of diverts it towards the keeper, but there was just no conviction in that cross. And this is sometimes unfairly labelled a target man, isn't he, Dzeko, because he's 6'5". However, he has got very good footwork, but there are some times, and this has been an issue throughout his career, it certainly was when he was at Manchester City, where you kind of just want him to be stood in the middle of the pitch, so you've got someone to aim for. They always just say that Alan Shearer was the best crosser of the ball at Newcastle because he knew exactly where he needed to put it. That wasn't the case there for Dzeko, but even so, there was no one in the box because he was the one delivering the ball.
Yeah, no, it's disappointing. There's not much sort of go-to attitude from Inter at the moment, but it's kind of like the old adage from years ago anyway, that breaking down an Italian side was always difficult to do, and it's as if Inter have come here and said, yeah, like you said before, break us down. You've got to try and get through us at the moment, and they they haven't been able to do that for what is now 126 minutes of football. So it is job done at the moment, but still a long way to go in this second leg. Still Porto 1-0 on the night, 1-0 that Inter Milan lead on aggregate. As Costa has possession inside his own penalty area. The goalkeeper plays a long ball downfield. It'll flick on them by Nielsen, who seems to have recovered from the knock that he picked up earlier on. He does well to win it again. He's taken down once more, and then there's another little foul, and it will be a free kick this time. Just a bit too much then for Mkhitaryan. I think he just bumped his man off the ball. Chance for maybe a cross to go into the box from deep.
Yeah, similar to Martinez, we barely mentioned Mkhitaryan there, and he was doing something we're entirely accustomed to, doing a bit of dirty work in the middle of the park, and it was a clumsy foul on Pepe Aquino. But like you say, James, it's an opportunity for Marcano and Cardoso to come forward and make nuisances of themselves. Eustaquio will take the ball and need to produce something good with this delivery.
Yeah, and they certainly stack the penalty area on the edge now as it's whipped into the box. Decent looking ball, the header is won, it's nodded back sort of horizontal, but they can't bring it down there, get the second ball to Inter. And now DeMarco, well, he's sort of slowly running it out from his own defensive third. Then he goes for a long raking diagonal ball, looking for Barrea, who had absolutely no interest of challenging Zaidu in the air there. Oh, dearie me. And then Galeno this time with some horrible control. It just sort of rolls up his leg, hits off his knee and goes out for a throw.
Yeah, it wasn't a great moment there for Galeno, was it? I was saying that Dumfries has got the edge on Zaidu Senesi earlier. Zaidu Senesi certainly had it on Barella there. Like you said, no intention of challenging him in the air. Porto come away with it. Evan Nilsson's now popping up on the left-hand side. And after some quite serious treatment, what we thought was a muscle injury, he's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm too sure what had gone on there really in the challenge that had him down for so many minutes, which will have added on a bit of stoppage as we're getting closer towards the end of the first half. Probably at the minute you're looking at around 3 added minutes, maybe even 4 potentially, as Porto have it on the edge of their penalty area. Back towards Costa then, who'll then play a low ball towards Ivan Marcano, the skipper. Back towards his goalkeeper, and well, Porto, I'm sure as long as it keeps going 0-0, there'll be the tension and the nerves and the crowd getting a little bit jittery as they know they have to try and find the back of the net. But that's a lovely switching ball out towards this near side, and a chance now for Zaidu to come forward. Zaidu goes at Dumfries, low ball into the box then, and it's half flicked away, then it's brought down by Mkhitaryan. Well, then he tries to just toe poke it away. That's poor though. Porto have it back on the edge of the area. Little 1-2. Oh, lovely footwork then in the box, but there's just been cleared away by DeMarco at the nick of time, and then Inter have a chance to counter, but Porto have it back now. Oh, lovely skill. Ball inside the penalty area. Right footed shot comes in. What a block that is from DeMarco again. 2 brilliant interceptions.
Yeah, celebrates like it's a goal there, DeMarco, and he's probably saved one. If I'm going to be critical, I thought Porto could have shot maybe 1-2 phases earlier. It was lovely footwork by Pepe Aquino and Galeno there, and Grujic, could he have gone for goal himself? He plays it to Evan Nilsson, who's slightly wide. DeMarco does well though, anticipates, he stretches out his right foot and makes a fine block.
Does indeed. I have to say, other angles, I'm not sure if Evan Nilsson's shot's going anywhere on target, but to be fair to DeMarco, he was the one that stepped back and was playing them all on, so he had to make the block, which he did. But a corner here for Porto, what can they do? Right-footed outswing and delivery towards the near post as a Porto player goes down then, appealing like they're being pushed from behind, but the referee is having absolutely none of that. I don't think there was much in it. There may have been hands on the bat, but I don't think to force the player down with that much momentum. As a long ball down this left-hand side, or a headed pass inside finds only the feet of Taremi. Taremi then tries to get a return ball, but that's been blocked away well, and now the yellow shirts of Inter try and come forward. Ball up to halfway. Dzeko then turns. Now he'll drive over the halfway line, and he's still coming forward as the former Man City man. Dzeko now still coming forward. Is he brought down around the edge of the D? No, says the referee. He's saying the ball has been won, although...
Is he going back to look at that earlier incident? He seemed to make a dart towards the Inter box there from the other end, didn't he?
Or was he giving... Is he saying that Dzeko dived then? Because he's given a free kick to Porto there. Or are we looking at this? We could be looking at this penalty. I haven't seen much sort of information from the screens, and well, no, I don't think we are. Suddenly the replays come back to the live play from our pitches, and then this time it is Galeno going down in the penalty area, and Dumfries is the man in the pitches this time. Galeno was saying, "Yeah, I was nudged over there. We'll see again." Well, I tell you what, Dumfries has made no effort to get the ball
He's
there.
played the man there, hasn't he? And he barges him over, like you say. Galeno seemed to have got the ball ahead of him, and he still just seems to have lost control a bit, the referee, doesn't he, Mr. Marciniak? We're seeing that Bastoni on Cardozo. It's a Serbi, actually, isn't it, on Marcano? It's a bit of nothing, actually, isn't it? I think they're both pulling each other. Marcano goes down. No penalty, still goalless.
Indeed. Well, it seems like it's sort of a boiling point at the moment. Maybe one challenge will just tip this over the edge, but the referee trying to keep a lid on things. But Porto, the players have probably been feeling some injustice they felt should have been penalties, and to be honest, I think it's harsh to give any of them. The most likely was the last one there, with when Dumfries appealing to just barge Galeno over. But coming forward down the left is Galeno, does well, tries to put a low cross in. It's deflected away towards the corner of the box. It's picked up though by the blue and white shirts. Ball back down the line towards Zaidu. Inside then to Uribe, but he's been challenged well by the recovering Dzeko. And now into trying to play this one out from the back, attempt a ball down the line, and tell you what, he's done well there as Barea hits it off the legs of Marcano. Throw into the Nerazzurri, who can just try and just calm things down a little bit and slow the pace of the game.
Yeah, and I think that's what they'll be wanting to do. Heading in to half-time at 0-0 through to the quarter-finals already. You see Sergio Conceição, himself played for Inter for a spell, is suggesting Inter are slowing the game down. It's bubbling under, isn't it? The quality's not been there, but there's plenty of endeavour, especially from Porto, and it's not derogatory to say it's only going to get better. I think it is going to get better because Porto now seem to be warming to the task a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you just feel at the minute it just could be one mistake at the back. We've seen maybe some of the best chances or how they've started is either team giving it away in a dangerous position or they've been pressed high up, and then Porto especially have done that. They've got the ball in Inter's defensive third and a couple of passes and they're in an opportunity to put a through ball in or have a shot. So yeah, you feel there is something there for the Portuguese side. It's not all doom and gloom at the moment. Is the ball on the halfway line now, and that's a nice little turn then by Pepe down that side of the field as he brought down, well, fairly, says the referee. He's thinking, insinuating there as he touches the shoulder of the referee that it was shoulder to shoulder. So Inter have it back. They go towards Onana. Just takes a little bit of extra time to clear this ball up to halfway, and a slight pressure, closing pressure anyway, is Martinez. Oh, lovely back heel down the line, and this opportunity for Barea. Barea looking up. He's only got Dzeko to aim for, and the ball flashes across the 6-yard box, and Pepe should be able to deal with this one as he clears it down the line slightly in field. But the yellow shirts have won it high with the pitch, but then that's a really poor pass. But that's even worse from Uribe. He's given it straight away back towards the yellow shirts of Inter once more. But I mean, Martinez, when he has been involved, he's done some nice little flicks. But you mentioned it before, when Dzeko put the ball in, there was no one to aim for. That time, there was only Dzeko to aim for against two defenders.
Yeah, and we see Martinez didn't fancy the challenge against Marcano, and it's turned the ball over now. Struggling to get into the game, isn't he, the captain?
Yes, now with Zaidu down this near side, he goes infield, finds the short pass towards Taremi, back towards Zaidu as they try to get their way past this into defence. That's good strong defending by Darmian though. Don't mind that from Zaidu. It's against Darmian, who's yellow carded, so try and flick it past him and see if he fouls, see if you can get around him, as they will have a throw in here, Porto. Just wondering if they potentially had a Dumfries in their side to maybe launch this one in long, which it looks as if they're going to try and do. 3 minutes of added time has gone up on the board, which we are around sort of 15 seconds into now. Can they score? It will be a perfect time for them. There's a long throw into the box by Zaidu. Attempted flick on is flicked on, then it's sort of scooped up into the air. Porter still with the ball inside the penalty area, then an attempted sort of half shot comes in, but that's poor. Now Inter will try and clear their lines as they play it out from the back, but again, there's no one really there. Oh, a long ball going back towards the goalkeeper. Diogo Costa has had to charge out towards this near side. Keeps the ball in and keeps possession in Porto's hands. Oh, that's a poor ball from the outback though. And now Lautaro Martinez coming forward then. Lautaro Martinez still coming forward into the penalty area, looking for support. Nobody there. Just has to drill one towards the goalkeeper at the near post. He makes the save, but I mean, that is something there. There's nobody in support of him, but as I say that, Inter coming forward once again down this right side. It's with Barea. Barea then twisting and turning, tries to get a cross in, straight into the arms of Costa, and again, so frustrating from an Inter perspective.
No support. We've criticised Martinez there, but there's not any more he could have done. He just had to put his head down and strike it as true as he could. Good save by Costa, just get his body behind the ball. Two strong palms too. It was a poor ball by, I think, Marcano out, which was intercepted, but Inter's lack of commitment to going forwards is disappointing, really. I thought they may have come out and tried to, with an eye on the weekend's game against Juve, I thought they might have come out and tried to kill the game, but it's been anything but, and they are playing into Porto's hands and played a very dangerous game.
Yeah, there's such a lack of desire and effort to work from Martinez and Dzeko when they're not in possession, when they're off the ball.
Lethargic, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just sort of sauntering around, Dzeko especially, but Martinez as well. I mean, Martinez is the skipper, you know, he has to show the willingness to start with, and everyone goes from him, but he's not even doing that, really. As Porto play a diagonal ball down this right-hand side, it's a good one in the end. Now Pepe delivers it towards the near post. Oh, and there's a attempted to try and slide that win from Eustachio, but he just can't get on the end of it, but much better.
He's played well, hasn't he, Pepe, down the right-hand side. He's carried the ball well, and a couple of good deliveries. That one was very, very good. Good running by the Canadian from midfield as well. It's a shame both Taremi and Evan Nilsson really were on the heels. I'm not really sure what they were expecting from Pepe. He's not going to whip a high one in when you've got a Serbian there. He whips a low one in. The goalkeeper doesn't know whether to come or go. The defenders can't attack it because they might put through their own goal. Eustachio was in there but couldn't find the finish.
I do wonder if he goes with his left foot there, then there's a chance that he could poke that one in, as Erling Haaland's completed his hat-trick in first half stoppage time. City lead 3-0, and the referee has blown for half-time in the midst of what was a bit of a, I think he's blown for half-time here, what was a tough challenge that happened on one of the Inter forwards. Now they're surrounding him, but the referee, he has blown an end to this first 45 minutes. So a few hot heads, but the referee is ushering people away. At the break, it's Porto 0, Inter 0.
Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Dzeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Dzeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Dzeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Dzeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Dzeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but Valley had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Nana early on, and Eustáquio
also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diego Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide, via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustachio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break. Half-time, and it's goalless between Porto and Inter. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate. It's been the hosts who have had the better chances. Uribe striking wide, just wide via a good save from Andre Onana early on, and Eustáquio also tested the goalkeeper. Inter have looked somewhat lethargic, but have hardly had the better chances. Martinez drilling low, good save from Diogo Costa. They also had a 3-on-2 with Zeko, also found the palms of the goalkeeper. Goalless at the break.
Well, very warm welcome back to Off-Tube Studio commentary of the Champions League clash between Porto and Inter Milan. Inter leading 1-0 from the first leg, and that's how it remains. Porto have had their chances, they've not really tested Andre Onana, and Inter will be going through by that single goal as things stand. Porto, we have to say, were the better side in the first half. To create more chances. Both sides look to be unchanged. So Joaquin Correa was warming up for Inter, so he might be introduced in the not too distant future. I'll run you quickly through the sides. Diogo Costa in goal for Porto. Zaidu Senesi, Ivan Marcano, Fabio Cardoza and Pepe Aquino across the back. Grujic, Uribe and Eustáquio in midfield. Galeno, Taremi and Evan Nielsen in the attack. That's a 4-3-3, a 3-5-2 for Inter. Onana in goal, Damian, who's on a booking, Acerbi and Bastoni, DeMarco and Dumfries are the wide men, with Barella, Kalinoglu and Mkhitaryan in midfield, Martinez and Zeko up front. I'm Jack Obi, joined by James Mason, and the game was bubbling under as we went into half-time.
It was. I mean, Porto probably didn't want it to end because they were just getting a slight head of steam, but there was a tackle that came in right as the referee blew for half-time a few seconds before, and a few Inter players are unhappy. But, yeah, I mean, from an Inter perspective, They need to, you'd feel anyway, press up a little bit more, show a bit more willingness. But will they do that now? Because they'll be thinking we're only 45 minutes away. Let's just sit in and defend. But you'd feel Porto are going to create themselves at least one or two, good opportunities to try and get a goal.
You would do, wouldn't you? Eustaquio has played round the corner. It's a foul. There's Alan Evan-Nilsson, who was in the wars a bit in the first half. He went down early and received some treatment and had a bit of strapping on his left leg. It's his right leg that's the issue on this occasion. Bastoni, who can be a bit rugged, I think it's fair to say. The inter-defender is the guilty party. Free kick to Porto. About 30 yards out, wide on the right-hand side, so not a shooting chance. One for Eustaquio to look to cross. His delivery was really good in the first half. The same can be said for Pepe Quino as well from the right-hand side. Simone Inzaghi urges his players to defend this one. Eustaquio just threatens to cross, thinks better of it, then goes with a poor ball, and it's away by Lautaro Martinez. Back to the Canadian, who has a chance to do something a bit different. He floats it towards the back post. Dumfries with a header away and off the edge of the area. Salah, he'll be in action for Liverpool tomorrow evening. Where it's Real Madrid available on this service, as is Eintracht Frankfurt's trip to Napoli. Eintracht trailing 2-0 from the first leg. 5-2 Real Madrid lead Liverpool, having themselves been 2-0 down at Anfield. And Marcano has it for Porto, just inside his own half. We'll go back to Cardozo, we'll go all the way back to Diego Costa, who's cutting somewhat of an isolated figure, dressed in all black this evening, the Porto goalkeeper. It's a highlighter orange strip for Andre Onana as Marcano. Nice little Cruyff turn, eventually though goes back to goalkeeper Costa. Strokes the ball into Cardozo, and Guinho then turns but can't go forward. Grujic back to Costa. As I was saying, Inter have pushed up a bit further up the field, and they are making it tougher for Porto to play out from the back. They have to go back to Marcano again, just inside his own box. Will switch the play to Pepe Aquino, and he comes inside. He's shown some nice bright moments. That's a good ball over the top as well to Galeno. Got the wrong side of the defence. Couldn't control. He went with his right foot, I think, trying to take it into his stride. But if he just opens his body and swings his left foot at it, I think that's a better chance of scoring.
Yeah, I think he just has to. I think he just has to open the left foot, open his body, and just try and just guide it into the sort of the near corner, to say for him, the left-hand side. But it's a superb ball. That's probably the best ball I think we've seen this evening. Just played over the top of the defence, curling back towards the middle of the penalty area as well. Yeah, I think if there was any sort of touch on that or a good first control, it probably would have been a goal, because Onana had committed himself. He'd come out and he was in no man's land, really. It
was one of those where the goalkeeper had to commit, but then caught himself in a bit of bother. There have been a few moments like that for Inter this evening. Go on, James.
6-0 to Man City, and Erling Haaland's got 5 goals on the night.
That's 10 for the competition, isn't it? So he's looking a good candidate to be the Golden Boot in the Champions League. He's looking a very good candidate in the Premier League as well after the weekend. They're in FA Cup duty, aren't they, at the weekend at Manchester City. They were going to be playing West Ham, but Burnley instead, another team in claret and blue. And well, that's poor play by a Serb who fell to sleep, and Damian helped him out. A man on a yellow card, had to be careful. Very well. I'm just trying to. We're at that stage now where I'm trying to rack my brain just to think: has anyone ever scored 6 in a single game in the Champions League?
Ooh, probably not in the Champions League. I'm trying to rack my brains. 6 goals in any game really coming in. All I remember is I think Alan Shearer scored 5 in the Premier League, but I'm not sure if anyone's done 6 in Europe before.
Yeah, we'll have a look. Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah, we'll go back to that. As Barella is fouled by Evan Nilsson, who's been bright after that early knock. Switch of play by Bastoni from the free kick towards Zeko, who's out jumped by Marcano. Seconds are won by Kalinoglu, who wants it down the line from Dumfries. So it was good play by Zaidu Senesi, who just blocked off the angle, had to go back to the Dutchman. All of Inter's players, barring the goalkeeper, are in the Porto half, but they can't make anything of it. And now Eustaquio has it, and a bit of space on the right hand side. He's got Taremi ahead of him, Galeno too, and Evan Nilsson, but this time Mkhitaryan shows good defensive diligence by just closing off the angle. 57.5 gone. Still looks like Inter will be the sides heading through. 1-0 in aggregate thanks to that first leg goal by Lukaku, who we think won't be too far away. Eustaquio now has it into Pepe Aquino. Now Taremi drops off, but they need him in the box really. Dimarco rather, makes the interception. The ball trundles out for a throw. The flags wave behind Onana's goal. The Porto fans looking to build up some atmosphere. That's the end they're attacking in the second half. Looks like Matis Uribe is going to have a go at a long throw in. I have to say, the camera's focused on him, and he's got a post-career
post-football career lined up as a double for a younger Cristiano Ronaldo, hasn't he?
I was about to say he's got some really white gnashes on him. It's a good set of teeth.
He's got a really nice skin and really nice hair. He's got the cheekbones in the right area. I thought it could have been a younger Ronaldo as he was just lining up there. The Colombian has it again. Well, having seen some of his challenges today, I think he might be a bit more rugged than Ronaldo as Uribe again has it. Eustaquio doesn't play a great pass back to him, but the Colombian as well. Eustaquio goes offside, so Uribe just has to control things. He'll go back to Grujic, who does really well, gets into the box, or towards the box rather, and overruns it, runs into the man, goes down in Denzel Dumfries style. It wasn't a natural fall, he goes to the floor, and it will be a goal kick.
Yeah, it just didn't seem to know what to do there, Porto. They didn't want to whip the ball into the box. They maybe don't feel like they've got the height, but they got Taremi in there who's decent, and Evan Nielsen, but it just sort of came to a standstill and it was working in too tight quarters.
Zeko almost got the wrong side of Marcano, did really well, got his body in the right position, then swept up and then played it to Cardozo. Maybe a break could be on for Porto. Pepe Aguina's got the wrong side of Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan makes a fine challenge though, and the roles are reversed. Needs emergency into going forward. Martinez doesn't exactly give it to them and then plays a terrible ball behind Zeko. That was a situation, you just wanted Martinez to get his head down, take responsibility and drive infield towards the goal. And he did. It was poor, wasn't it, really?
It was a lazy pass, wasn't it? We said in the first half, Checo and Martinez had been a bit lazy and laboured in their play, just sauntering around, and that one was where Martinez he took his eye off the pass. He thought to himself, it's easy, I'll just sort of stroke one down the line, and it was away from Checo, who, to be fair, was slightly on his heels when the pass was coming towards him, but it just wasn't good enough.
No, it wasn't really, was it? DiMarco this time overruns the ball, kicks it away, no yellow card though. Simon Marciniak has only shown one this evening, that one going to Matteo Darmian, the player to step in and take one for the team. Forward ball towards Galeno, well dealt with by Darmian, who's actually had a really good game on the right hand side of the back three for Inter. Played right wing back at Spezia as he lost over the weekend. Playing this evening against Juve. Will he get the nod at the weekend? We'll have to wait and see. Big game before, of course, the internationals come up. Serbi throws himself to the ground, then DiMarco throws himself to the ground. Mehdi Taremi, kind of a wry smile and a grimace of a player who kind of saying to himself, I shouldn't have done that because I knew he was going to go to ground.
Yeah, they were just a bit too quick, I think, with the throw-in. I know they're trying to get good pace and tempo into the match, and not allow Inter to sort of settle in, but I think sometimes you just need to take a breath and assess the situation. Should have waited for a few more bodies to get up from that initial throw, but Porto, after the bright start to the second half, Inter are actually growing into it now. Yeah,
they are, aren't they? It's swept out well to Denzel Dumfries on the right-hand side. Lovely ball through to Barella, who goes for goal. It's well blocked though by Marcano. Read it. That was a bit better from Inter. They have been a bit more purposeful when it comes to getting bodies in the box, but not really creating the chances.
No, not getting the quality of the service in as of yet, but set piece chance here, it could be as good as it gets for them to score.
Yeah, it'll be Mkhitaryan who takes it, although DiMarco is making his way over. Mkhitaryan a right footer, an outswinger. DiMarco left footer, so an in-swinger. Costa, the goalkeeper, watches on. Zeko, a Serbian, Dumfries make nuisances of themselves. In fact, it's Kanoglu may have taken over. No, DiMarco will be the one towards the near post. Flicked on by a Serbian, then a free header by Cardoso. It's just about away. Disappointing, really, by Inter. They're going to get the ball back, though. Kalhanoglu has it in the central position. Drifts a good ball over to DiMarco. First time with his weaker right foot. It's one of those where I was hoping it was just going to be a bit more positive. Attack the ball and try and header it over the goalkeeper. Just guide it towards the far post, because it's just seemed a tougher skill to volley in, especially from a tight angle.
Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to volley it, but back, like pass it volley. I think it looks as if the way he's gone with that, he's just trying to knock it back across the 6-yard box. But the way it's come in, it's a beautiful ball. I mean, the marking's terrible, but I thought he'd maybe just try and guide it, just open the foot and just guide it maybe into the far corner. Like I said, it's a harder one to try and do. Even could have tried to control it maybe, but that's a warning sign for Porto. But I suppose as the game gets to the later stages, Porto are going to have to start committing more people forward, so it's a chance for Inter, if they can use the pace and the break, to maybe get the killer goal.
Yeah, I quite fancy Porto to get 1 goal, but I'm not sure about 2 on the evening. Just seen a stat, Porto having 8 shots to Inter 7, but 2 have been on target from Porto, 4 for the Nerazzurri. Still no changes in this game. Both Simone Inzaghi and Sergio Conceição deep in conversation with their assistants, but no activity as of yet as Dumfries. That's a good long throw over the top of Zeko. Martinez tries to link up with the Bosnian, but it's really poor by the Argentinian, and disappointing as Pepe Aquino receive it from Costa and go back to Diogo Costa. Joaquin Correa has been sent out to warm up. He was on the pitch at half time and thought I may have seen him a bit earlier, I have to say. Calhanoglu into the feet of Martinez, who holds off his man. This is a chance for Inter. Barella inside ball wide to Zeko, edge of the box, works onto his right foot. Mkhitaryan turns away from 4 Porto defenders, gives it to Calhanoglu, right edge of the field, across the ball towards DiMarco, heads it back centrally towards the edge of the 18-yard box. It's away by Porto. Bastoni has it for Inter. Barella, nice skill. Was he fouled? No, he wasn't, according to referee Marciniak, and it's a 4-on-3 in Porto's favour. Galeno has it, left edge of the box, going to go on his own by the looks of it, gets on the outside of Darmian, who does really well again. Actually tackled it against Galeno, who just did not have the conviction, confidence, positivity, whatever you want to call it. You never quite fancied him there.
No, I mean, fair credit to Darmian, who's on a yellow card as well, with someone running full pelt at him. He must be worrying a little bit, but he backs himself. He just goes with him. Reads Galeno's going to try and sort of knock the ball past, and gets a good block and hits it back off the opposing player in the end. But yeah, Porto, is nearly an opportunity coming their way, but again, Inter just about holding strong enough.
It's just, is it belief Porto are lacking maybe? Just getting over that line, because they've had the Anana cleared the ball from that goal kick, and a big bit of pitch came up with him. He got good distance, so almost like a good, we keep using the golf analogies, don't we? He hit the ball before he took his divot maybe, because he got real distance, but still it was a huge lump out the turf. As it looks like a driving range maybe, that's what we could say. The pitch as Grujic has it, edge of the box, goes for a goal. It was going well wide, it hit the back of the left wing back DiMarco, then fizz to a Porto player. Pepe Aquino, he has it, drops the shoulder, he's going to have a go at DiMarco and gets inside him as well. Well played by the Portuguese, tries to feed it back. There were 3 Inter bodies in front of him. He kind of dealt with it between them. DiMarco swings it away. Cardozo picks it up. Grujic, who's having an increased influence on this match. We see Sergio Conceição dancing down the technical area. He wants them to put the ball in the box, Porto. He was on this occasion. Stecchial, though, opened his body, couldn't control, bounces into Anana's hands. He'll be happy to take a kick out of his hands, I think, after that contact he had last time.
Yeah, I mean, Pepe's done really well down the right-hand side, but he's got such an unwillingness to whip the ball in when he's out wide. And I think Inter may be getting a bit wise to it, because they know he's just going to try and take them on. And he did really well initially in the first of those 2 moves when he got into the box, but overplayed it ever so slightly. In the second one, they were ready for him, trying to, take it around them.
Yes, it looks like Romelu Lukaku's not so far away. The man who scored the goal in the first leg, you would just think it'd be a straight swap for Zeko, as Pepe Aquino into the box, nodded down by Evan Nielsen. Blocked away. It's now Zaidu Sadesi who goes to goal. He claims a handball against Denzel Dumfries. It's play on. Maybe we'll get a look at that from a different angle. Even Marcano has it, the Spanish defender, whips it in. It's away by a Serbi now. Zeko will get away, and Pepe has thrown himself to the floor. Oh, referee is going to get a yellow card for that, Zeko. That is horrendous, I would say. Pepe has got totally the wrong side. There may have been a touch, but not enough. And you feel very sorry for Zeko.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think he's made any contact with the face. I really don't. If anything, it's maybe the arm has brushed the chin slightly, but
Pepe knows he's getting absolutely nowhere near Zeko there. Yeah. The arm comes out, but does Pepe...
he catches him in like the side of the chin. That's it. It's nothing to make him go down that, but he's clutched the front of his face to make it as if he's been...
It's disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah, but like you said, you get that a lot.
It is the game, isn't it? I suppose Pepe, he was on the wrong side there, and yeah, you feel a bit sorry for Zeko. Picks up a yellow card. I think he's not going to have too much of this game left. Romelu Lukaku stripped and ready to go. Danilo Ambrosio's also ready. I think he might be a straight swap for Darmian. He played on the right of the back three on Friday night. Darmian, of course, on the yellow. Zeko is the man about to march off. We'll just see who the second Inter player to be replaced is. Hand over to James. There is someone who's trudging rather dejectedly towards the halfway line. It's going to be DeMarco. So maybe Darmian goes to left wing back. Maybe D'Ambrosio fills that role. I'm not quite sure. Either way, it is Porto 0, Inter 0. Inter 1-0 up on aggregate, and James takes through to full time.
Yeah, fresh legs maybe if D'Ambrosio goes on this left side. I mean, Pepe is having a bit more joy down that side, isn't he? You know, having a run at the wing back. There's going to be a double change also for Porto as well. So where we had that there. I mean, Dzeko, unfortunately, his last action is to get himself a yellow card, but it's Eustachio going off and Andre Franco coming onto the field of play. Then the number 20. So that's one of the two changes made. And it's going to be Tony Martinez is the other, and it's Evan Nielsen that is going off. Not too much surprise of seeing Evan Nielsen going off.
Yeah, he's had a very in-and-out game, hasn't he? I'm surprised Eustachio's gone off because he's offered plenty of energy. Taremi has it now. He goes across field, and Martinez makes a good block. Obviously, they have all sorts of data on these players, but I thought Eustachio may have been a player that he kept on because he's got so much energy, and if they had to go an extra half hour, he'd be a good player to have around. Plus, he takes penalties.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. But a corner here for Porto as they try and get something from a set piece. Left-footed in, swing and deliver from Franco towards the near post. That's a shocker. It comes straight back to him, actually. I thought it was going to spin out of play. Has another chance. He tries to sort of drift one in. It sort of deflects up into the air. Still in the penalty area. Inter don't clear the lines properly. Bounces down towards the edge of the box. Then it's flicked back into the area by Barea, who then just throws the right foot at this one. Gets sort of decent-ish distance on it. Now Lukaku trying to get the scraps, which he does well. He nods it down to a teammate now, but then is that a free kick? No, says the referee. Told to get up is the Inter man, Dumfries. But again, Porto don't make the most of the opportunity to try and play a through ball. Now it's a bit scrappy as neither side can bring it down. Eventually Porto do, but they go all the way back towards Diogo Costa, who will look to start again from the back. 18 minutes pretty much to go, plus any stoppage time in this second leg, and it's still Inter and are going through to the quarter-final stage then of the Champions League, as it's infield now with Mateus Uribe. Out towards Pepe. Pepe down the line now, and maybe an opportunity. Ball comes in low from the right-hand side. Tell you what, I don't mind that from Tony Martinez then. It's a nice ball in, just a little bit too close to Onana.
It is a nice ball in, isn't it? Whips it across, like you say. A bit more direct, but needs to be a bit further away from the goalkeeper who's gobble those ones up.
Yes, indeed. City have taken pity on Leipzig, by the way, because they've taken off Haaland. As Porto coming forward down the left-hand side. Attempted cross in is deflected behind by Darmian again, sliding in to stop the number 13 Galeno once again, but another set-piece opportunity. Is there a chance here for Porto, or Darmian's down? I mean, I did actually see around 5-6 minutes ago Darmian went down with cramp, and now Bastoni's gone down what appears to be cramp as well.
Well, it's cramp Darmian, like you say. He went down previously. He's done a lot of running. The worry for Bastoni is he seems to be sitting up, suggesting it's maybe a hamstring problem.
That would be a blow for them if they've got to make some changes at the back in 3 centre-halves out of the minute. They've they've done their job this evening. Bastoni, Acerbi and Darmian as I thought we were going to see another change, but it's just getting some instructions on that far side as Pepe.
Yeah, they got De Vrij and Skriniar as options should they need to make a change at the back, haven't they? Inter Milan, so they've got real quality options, but neither have played too much football in recent times. And Joaquin Correa, I think they want to get him on because he's just more mobile than his fellow Argentine Lautaro Martinez. I might just stretch the game a bit more and push Porto back, because whereas Inter had pushed themselves 10 yards up the field, they seem to be dropping deeper and deeper now.
Yeah, they're not the only team that have scored 6, by the way, this evening. Man City. Blackpool are 6-1 up against QPR. Mick McCarthy's Tangerines is, I think we are going to see Bastoni has gone off then for Inter Milan. It is the hamstring that he's clutching at, and it is Stefan de Vrij who's on to replace him. But Porto now take this corner kick as they go short back down the line again. Now maybe an opportunity, left-footed, low ball towards the edge of the area. Now a shot comes in with the right foot, but that's been deflected away. Pepe will pick up the scraps once more as he tries to work his way forward down this right-hand side. Maybe a chance. Pepe gets it back, trying to wiggle his way through. What was a good Darmian challenge coming in. Once more an attempt to ball in from Grujic. That hits off the Inter man who falls to the floor. This is Dumfries. Clutch. He looks like he's clutching his left leg now as well.
Yeah, did it? I wonder if he looked to block it with his left leg. I wonder if the ball is either has it hit him, or as he's hit, his foot's gone into the ground. It's almost hyperextended potentially and tweaked at something. We need to see a replay, but he's below his knee. He seems to be asking for treatment. The physio is on. Mathias Uribe looks on rather unfussed. Sergio Conceição strokes his beard, ponders his next move. Grujic was a player we didn't really see much of at Liverpool. He spent a lot of time on loan, Hertha Berlin and Porto, but he's become more important as the game's gone on. Evan Ilson, after having that strapping put on his left leg, is now having some ice put on it. He didn't seem to be hampered too much by it, but it's obviously something they are worried about looking towards Braga at the weekend.
Yeah, you mentioned for Porto, if they go out the Champions League, they still have the title challenge in there. What are they, 8 points behind Benfica? For Inter, it's not. They're 18 points behind Napoli, so they're not going to win the Scudetto. Looks like he might have to go off as the throw-in comes in from Uribe, and then it's sort of half flicked away towards the edge of the area. Low shot comes in. Well, that's a really good save by Onana. Just not enough power on it. He can get down, he can smother it, but it was a half opportunity.
That's the best chance we've seen in the second half, and it is Grujic. Good technique, controls it nicely, swivels and shoots, and a fine save by Onana down to his right-hand side.
Yes, indeed, as time is ticking away here for Porto. 14 minutes of normal time to go. We'll have a little chunk of added time on, you'd feel, but not too much really, as long as there's no more sort of big stoppages. Is Inter have it on halfway, and a rare bit of possession for them now as they try and come forward down this left-hand side of the field. It is D'Ambrosio, who was a straight swap then down that near channel. Nice inside ball now, lovely play here into the penalty. There we go, into, oh dearie me, Calhanoglu did really well, and then I don't know. I think he just had a rush of blood to the head there, but he's not used to being in that position.
No, he's tight angle on his weaker left foot, I suppose. Strikes it as hard as he can, but it's well over. It looks like Milan Skriniar is going to come on. He has not played for some time, or not regularly anyway. So you think Darmian will go to right wing back. Dumfries is back on the field, but Skriniar's strapped and ready to go, suggesting the decision's already been made.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Porto seeing this, you get it down that side, which they're trying to now, and you have a run at Dumfries if he's not 100% now. A little inside ball as they try and come forward. A little dink ball out to the right, and there's loads of chance. Space here now, sorry, for Porto inside the penalty area. Little cross towards the far post is headed behind, and it will be a corner kick. It was Andre Franco down that right-hand channel, and well, just tried to be too cute with the ball into the box.
That was a nothing ball, really, wasn't it? He kind of stood it up for Acerbi to head away. There was no pace or venom on it at all. See Octavio again in the top of the stand. Missed him, I think. His extra bit of penetration he offers as, again, they don't beat the first man at the set piece. Lukaku with the header away.
Yeah, disappointing. Such a bugbear of mine is you know, doing European games, Premier League games, whatever it is, and they don't beat the first man. They see a lot of teams trying to whip it with pace towards the near post and get a flick on it, and you think, how many times do you actually score a goal from doing that? Probably not a big percentage. I'd love to see the stats on that if somebody wants to do the research, as that's a lot of minutes watching football. Is now Pepe has it just over halfway. Is you're right, we are going to see that change for Inter, but it's not going to be Skriniar. It's going to be Marcelo Brozovic. He'll be coming on very, very shortly. He's in to win it on the halfway line. Now it's with Martinez. Tries to play a ball down the line, looking for D'Ambrosio, but it's been, well, just about well defended. No, it hasn't in the end, as Pepe tried to run it out. Then he falls over the back of D'Ambrosio, gives away the free kick, and also gets himself in the book here, I think, there, Pepe. Yep, that will be another yellow card. And if Porto do make it through, he won't be playing in the first leg of the next match.
Yeah, you imagine João Mario would come back in to the side. Yeah, Brozovic was there, and I think Skriniar too. So the 77 and the 37. It was good play by D'Ambrosio, good energy, and similar to the Zeko incident, Pepe got himself on the wrong side there and kind of had to take one for the team. So Skriniar comes on for Darmian. So I'm not quite sure how they're going to... I thought Darmian may say, I suppose Dumfries, we thought he was going to go off Darmian when we pushed wide. Darmian in a yellow card, they've decided to keep him on. Brozovic will come on and shore things up in the middle of the park. And it's Barella who's gone off. I thought he, out of the three, would have been one of them to stay on because he's the least attack-minded. Yeah,
I'd agree there. As Inter with this free kick and a little, well, I'd say a little terrible attempted clearance from Porto there, but it's gone behind for a corner kick for Inter, so it's exactly where they want the play at the moment. They are inside, or they've got the corner now down this left channel, but time is ticking away, and Porto know that, the home crowd will know that, as Lukaku is someone they can try and aim for here. It's whipped towards the near post again, and what on earth Dumfries is meant to do with that, I don't know, but it's just so poor.
It is poor, isn't it? Not beating the first man. Looks like it is a cramp issue for Darmian. Bastoni's got something similar. They've discussed their respective ailments on the bench. Still goalless into the final 10 minutes.
Yes, indeed, as they're coming forward now. Maybe a chance, Porto, a little volley pass back, looking for Galano. Then does well, actually, as it's not really cleared from Inter. Ball in from the left-hand side by Galano. It's been cleared away, but Porto now will try and get things going again. But a header back towards halfway is poor from Pepe, and now Inter have got a chance to break. It's Martinez down this left-hand side. Oh, it's a great challenge. Really good challenge from Fabio Cardoso there. Martinez, he wasn't fancying that at all, but to be fair to him, he's tracked back really well. He's won a free kick for his side inside their own half. So again, they've got the ball into Porto don't, and as things stand, Inter are going through it. It's not been a vintage performance from either side.
Well, if I was Porto, I'd be hitting the right edge of the Inter defence, because I'm not quite sure how fit Dumfries is, and Skriniar was nowhere near there, was he? The Porto man, Galeno, just danced past him and didn't even seem to be moving. It might be a bit cold off the bench, Skriniar, but he looks short of pace, and there's certainly an opportunity there.
Yes, indeed. As Porto now try and play a long ball downfield, asking for a free kick there. There's Galano down that left side, nothing given by the referee. I tell you what, I've liked the way the referee has officiated the game. He's not really stood for any sort of weak fouls or free kicks they've either side have been asking for. As Onana clears a ball upfield towards halfway. Good winner in the air then by the Netherlands international, but it is Porto that have it back. Can they create something? Can they give the fans something to cheer for? As they've got 8 minutes of normal time plus any stoppage to go. Man City there going comfortably into the next round. 6-0 they lead RB Leipzig at home. That's 7-1 on aggregate in that tie, but Porto with the cross-field ball doesn't work for them, and now Inter have got a chance to come forward with Martinez. Nice ball towards Lukaku. Lukaku is one-on-one here, actually into the penalty area, goes then onto the right foot, sort of nearly falls over. Oh, and it's a deflected shot, nearly fell towards Martinez, and that's been cleared behind for a corner kick. Pepe can't believe it. He's saying it came off Martinez last, but nearly.
Yeah, it just wouldn't quite sit for Lukaku. It just seemed to get stuck underneath his feet. He got the cross come shot away. Martinez was almost there, sniffing at the back post, and Pepe just coming across and making a very timely interception.
Yeah, what can they do from this corner? The standard of corners from both sides has been disappointing in this game. Can they get one right and find the back of the net and put themselves into the next round of the competition, you would feel. As it's a right-footed out-swinging delivery towards the far post, and Fries with the header, but he nods it into the ground. It's an easy take for Costa in the end. He's looking for options upfield quickly, but no one's really there. He's had to hold on to it and then just bowl it out underarm close towards him. You can see the frustration we can in Costa's face there. He wanted someone upfield.
He wanted to get on with it, but there was a bit of lethargy about Porto as the attack. There weren't quite the options. Wasn't a bad header, was it, by the Inter man, but no pace on the ball, and he couldn't generate any more for himself.
Maybe chance here though as Grujic finds Galano in the penalty area. Is right-footed shot. Again, it's a bit of a daisy cutter, bobbles towards the goal line where Onana drops down and can easily smother that one. But again, I mean, there's been sort of half-sighters, as there's going to be another double change here for Porto as they just try and throw on some fresh legs, some extra bodies, well, not extra bodies, but fresh legs and attacking intent, more attacking intent maybe, as interplay long ball downfield, and I'll tell you what, Costa's come charging outside of his penalty area, chested it down. Now he tries to play a long ball down the line, which is a half-decent one, but it's going to be smashed out of play then by Stefan de Vrij. Throw into Porto, and I'm sure we'll see this double change now as Danny Namasco is one that will be coming on, and I think that was Wendell who was the other one, but it'll be Zaidu who's going off, and it is Wendell who's coming on to replace him. And pretty sure I did see the 19 of Danny Namasco up there as well, and he is onto the field of play. Just waiting to see who's come on. Mateus Uribe going off.
Yeah, well, the former Reading man comes on for the final 5 or so minutes, maybe more, of course. Wendell will go like for like and play as the left back. Namasso just gives them a bit more, maybe intricacy going forward. Very skillful, speedy player who might be able to dribble through this into defence.
Pepe plays the ball down the line then, or they've misplaced it once again though. Inter doing it just enough at the moment to frustrate Porto into some poor passing, and then they're going to win another throw in inside their own half down this left-hand side of the field. But really just isn't happening for Porto at the moment. They're not stringing that many passes together. They're maybe getting slightly desperate and launching it forward, but when they even go direct, Inter actually deal with that a little bit better than they have with the sort of the short, sharp, intricate passing when Porto get into the final third.
Yeah, they aren't they? You see, it might have been a free kick against D'Ambrosio, but as you said about the referee, it's been pretty no nonsense. He was trying to win one there, but it wasn't really, and a throw in and stopping Porto getting momentum. It looks like that change means that Andre Franco is dropping into the Uribe role, and he'll pretty much quarterback the team for the rest of the game.
Yeah, he will indeed. Not long to go of the game though. 4 minutes plus stoppage time as Porto swing it from left to right. Now it's Pepe drifted inside. Pepe still coming forward, loses control of it though, and that's really good defending. Mkhitaryan's putting his arm up saying it's not a foul. The referee was agreeing. He was letting him play on, but that's poor play though by Brozovic this time, giving it away down the right hand side with Taremi. Taremi toe pokes one towards the edge of the box. That's really good control. Oh, brilliant play here by Namasso inside the penalty area, still going. Then his ball is too close to Nana, who just plucks out the air and drops onto it.
Yeah, it was good play, wasn't it? Almost an impact by Namasso, but in the end, it was in that no man's land. He was too close to the goal to cross, but the shot wasn't quite going to be there. He tries to fizz it towards the back post. Otavio again in the stand, slams his seat as well, I was going to say Martinez goes for goal, but it was almost as if he picked someone out in the stand. It was wayward that by the Argentinian.
Yeah, really, really poor there. That was sort of a sighter from distance for him as the cameras pan back there. We were just watching we were watching Otavio unhappy in the stands there, but still maybe a chance here for Porto as they get it down that left-hand side of the field with Galano looking for options. A bit of support is arriving now as Franco then turns it to the left. Wendell tries to put one into the box. It's allowed to bounce down in the area a couple times. It's brought down here now by Pepe. Pepe then, little reverse ball. Maybe a chance here. Grujic in possession, back towards goal. Plenty of yellow shirts blocking him away. Now there's a low ball in from the right-hand side. Cleared away again. Inter defending desperately and resolutely at the moment. And then the referee's actually given a free kick for Inter here, saying that D'Ambrosio was caught when he was trying to clear it. And again, that's just the momentum gone.
Well, Sergio Conceição, I think he's saying exactly what I'm about to say. He's screaming at his team, and you just want someone has to shoot at some point, don't they? They're trying to score the perfect goal. It seems Porto pass it into the net. They've had a couple of efforts from distance, but whenever they get in the box, it's all very intricate, but it's not direct enough. And you can see Conceição's pretty evident frustration.
Yeah, at the minute there's no end product for Porto and not creating any sort of clear-cut chances. But again, it was, they had the ball in a good position there, but like you said, nobody wants to have that dig. Nobody wants to make the error at this stage, do they, to try and maybe waste what could have been a better opportunity. But you're going to have a dig at some time as Porto now come over halfway. Ball down the left-hand side with Wendell, looks up but goes back towards the halfway line. Need to get the ball up soon, a minute and a half to go, but they're just passing it around the halfway line at the moment to Porto. It's now with Cardoso. Now he finds Pepe. To say if he's scouting, Pepe's he's definitely looked lively in this game, and certainly somebody that teams may potentially be looking at. He's lively, he's pacey, he's got good footwork. Not the end product, but certainly someone teams could be looking at. As so it breaks down for them again down the right-hand side. They sound trying to just, well, I think the referee here, I think into a maybe, I think they were just about to hand out a yellow card there for time wasting, where he's just gone over and made his feelings known from this throw-in that Inter will have deep inside their own defensive third. D'Ambrosio goes down the line. Martinez unchallenged, but that's a horrible attempted flicked header. And now Porto work it in field, and maybe one opportunity now as we get closer towards stoppage time. It's Wendell. Wendell finds Galano, then Galano does well as he gets away from his marker. Referee's waving advantage to the little flick on his heels. Now a ball into the area. It's a decent looking one, and the header is right over the bar, down the middle. I think Onana would have had it covered anyway. But Namasso's looked quite good since going on.
He has. Francesco Acerbi has been booked, incidentally. Yeah, Namasso, good header. Going away from goal, always a difficult one, but he shows good strength and bounce to head powerfully towards goal. Couldn't divert it on target.
Yeah, he couldn't. Whoa, 7 minutes I've just seen have gone up on the board there. Well, and now we've got some. And now we've got some objects being thrown at Onana actually there, where he's trying to take the goal kick. As Jack just points out, there's been a 7th goal.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, speaking of 7-0 to Manchester City. What a result for them.
Yeah, 7-0 full time as well, so 8-1 on aggregate. The citizens have gone through into the hat for the next round of the competition. Who will be joining them in this one between Porto and Inter? As things stand, it is Inter, but they've got, well, another 6 minutes just over of the 7 of added time to try and defend now. Porto, that surely should have given the home crowd a lift in trying to get the players going, but once more, they're not really willing to go direct at the moment. They're trying to pass their way through. Now a chip ball over the top, one bounce into the box, and Onana claims that under no pressure. They seem to have lost plan A, B and C at the minute.
Yeah, it's just they're a very technically gifted side, aren't they, Porto? But Inter are making them knock it into the area, and it's not to be for them. Just having a look, striking that this will be the first time that Inter made the quarterfinals since 2011, when they were the holders of this competition. They went out to Liverpool last season. That's a terrible throw by Pepe, and gives the ball back to Inter. It should have been a foul throw, and it was almost if justice was done, as D'Ambrosio has it. Yeah, ball in from the left-hand side. Lukaku tries to bring it down, but an offside flag has gone up, so Porto have the ball back. They take the free kick quickly, trying to short pass it outside their own defensive third. Now it's out to Wendell, who's got a bit of room and space to work in now as he comes just over halfway, but again doesn't go forward, goes slightly backwards and sidewards now as they're still coming forward now. A little low ball towards the edge of the area, still going forward now with Porto slowly working their way down that left hand side. Wendell goes back in field now, maybe an opportunity for this one to come in from Franco. He finds Wendell again towards the byline, puts a low ball in. That one's been stabbed behind by Dumfries, and it will be a corner kick for Porto. These have good deliveries. Franco going to go across and take it, or they're going to run out an in-swinger rather. It is going to be Franco to take it.
be. Left-footed amp swinging delivery. What can he do here as they charge towards the edge of the 6-yard box? Again going for the near post. Headed away, but straight back towards Franco. Takes a couple touches, delivers one in then. Once more, though, it's an Inter head to it first. This time Lukaku doing his defensive work. That's a good thing of him coming on for Inter, as he will offer a good aerial play in his own box to try and clear it away, as Porto now swing it from left to right. Then a ball into the area, and an acrobatic effort has gone horribly, horribly wrong. It was a difficult technique to try and execute it they did not.
I think Tony Martinez even had time to maybe chest it down and volley for goal. He went for the spectacular, the bicycle kick, comes off his shin pad and well wide in the end.
Well, I tell you what, the more we see the replays of that, the more that was a really good opportunity. He'd not been marked in the penalty area, and that could potentially be the last chance that Porto create. There's still 3.5 minutes of the 7 added on to go, but they're all the way back in their own penalty area now as Costa plays it out to Wendell. Does he keep that in? Well, he doesn't, and I tell you what, he does actually. Then he's fouled by Mkhitaryan. That's a little unlucky.
He's not fouled by Mkhitaryan, is he? Mkhitaryan turns onto the ball and runs away. Wendell goes down, and that's a poor decision by the referee.
Yes, Porto maybe got away with them there, because Inter would have been in a good position to attack. As a long ball downfield towards the edge of the penalty area, and it's bouncing around. Porto come up with it again, maybe a chance here as Pepe has it on the right corner of the box. He puts a low ball into the area. Gruch now has it, trying to get room for a cross. It's deflected back to Pepe. He then cuts one towards the edge of the box, but that's poor now as Inter get half a foot in. But Porto, they've wrestled possession back now with Wendell out towards the left. He tries to find a teammate, which he does in the end. Now it's with Namaso. Namaso then driving in field, squares it out towards Gruch. Gruch finds Pepe inside the area, low ball in, then it's bouncing around, maybe an opportunity, left-footed strike comes in, cleared off the line by Dumfries, and then Inter managed to smash their lines out towards the left-hand side of the field it goes, and Porto have a throw. Oh, I tell you what, that was close.
Yeah, it was close. Tony Martinez getting the shot towards goal. It just wouldn't sit for anyone. No, it's Marcano, isn't it? The other Spaniard striking towards goal. He was just off balance. Couldn't get the contact he wanted as Pepe whips it in now. Off of Dumfries. Marcano's there. Has to be. No, it's off the post by Taremi. Saved by Anana. What a save as well.
What a save that is. Porto swing another one in. A headed chance. Oh, it's hit the bar this time. It drops down in the area. And then there's a right foot swung at this one. And it's behind for a goal kick. They've hit the post and the bar in the space of 10 seconds.
Grujic off the bar with a header. Inter Milan, they must be out on their feet. They seem to have given up on defending. Taremi, what a save! What a save by Anana. Inter almost deserved to go through for that save. Taremi can't do any more. He nods it down into the ground. It's heading for the bottom corner. Anana, quick as a flash, onto the post. Looping header from Grujic. The goalkeeper wasn't getting anywhere near that. It hits the bar and goes to safety as far as Inter are concerned.
Is that it? Are those the two chances? I mean, Porto, they've been desperate to try and create something, but that save from Onana is absolutely superb to push it onto the post as well. As Porto try and come forward, D'Ambrosio clears it, and D'Ambrosio's going to get his side a free kick as well. That's poor from Pepe. Should have just backed out with a challenge. D'Ambrosio's going to make the most of it. Actually, is this a second yellow here for Pepe? Well, the referee's coming across. No, he's given the yellow card to the head coach, Sergio Conceição, who, if they make the next, if they make the next round, he's suspended.
He'll be in the stands, having already picked up a caution. I think his frustration's just boiling over there. It's all. I bet he can't believe it. Almost hard to believe a red card has now come up. I think it can only be for Pepe, that can't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah, and the referee comes over here and the camera's panning to Pepe, so he's now gone to the book. Now, I'm not sure if this is Pepe remonstrating with the referee or if the referee's taken just a bit of time to go and book Conceição first and then go to Pepe, but the second yellow's come out, Pepe's off, and, well, we are back underway eventually. Second yellow card for the number 11 for Porto, and Inter are going to get themselves a throw as well, well advanced down the left. This should be it.
This should be it. I can't imagine it's going to go too far away from where it is now. Around about 15 yards from the touchline. It's short to Lukaku. Mkhitaryan and D'Ambrosio play it between themselves. Lukaku does well, holds it in the corner. It's tackled. Another throw in this time for Inter, and a chance to take a few more seconds out of the game.
Yeah, surely they take this throw, and now they're in the corner. It's where Inter want to be. As well, now there's a bit of a, I think it's just frustration boiling over for Porto here, with Inter just, you know, winding down the clock, and the referee has blown for full time, so no goals in this second leg. It's finished Porto 0, Inter Milan 0, but Inter go through into the next stage of the Champions League, winning 1-0 on aggregate.